Good morning to all. So, in the last class we have discussed one of the non-destructive testing method, that is ultrasonic pulse velocity method. So, in which we are going to study the quality of the concrete and strength of the concrete. Okay. But coming to the naturality, each and every object is mostly subjected to compressive loads. Maximally it is subjected to only compressive load. Okay. Suppose if I taken any road, concrete structure or road. So, we are working on that body. So, the rigid body is going to be compressed, rigid body is going to be compressed. So, maximum in all the cases the compressive stress is going to be applied on the body in major cases. So, now to measure the compressive strength of this concrete structures, we are utilizing this hammer test, which is also known as rebound hammer test. Rebound hammer test. So, see, the rebound hammer test is a non-destructive testing method of concrete which provides convenient and rapid indication of the compressive strength of the concrete. So, this is mostly used to determine the compressive strength of the concrete. Okay. So, the rebound hammer is also known as Schmidt hammer. Okay. So, the rebound hammer consists of an spring control mass and that slides on a plunger within a tubular housing. Okay. So, the rebound hammer test is simply utilized to measure the compressive strength of the concrete, and the rebound hammer is also known as Schmidt hammer. So, let us see the block diagram of the image of the rebound hammer. Okay. So, see, this is an image of rebound hammer. So, already we used to have some suitable scale which is arranged in the rebound hammer. So, with this suitable scale I can measure the rebounding factor or rebounding index. Based on the rebounding index, I can determine the compressive strength of the particular concrete. Okay. So, see, coming to the operation of the rebound hammer test, here hammering method is shown in figure. So, see, this is an arrangement of the rebound hammer test. Initially, the plunger is placed on the structure on which we are going to measure. See, inside that I am having a impact spring which is used to apply the impact force. Housing, this is an housing means that is just like a tubular structure. So, this is a window or scale which is used to measure the rebound factor. So, here I am having a mass. So, here I am having a press a spring which is used to release the mass, So, see, initially the instrument is ready for the test, that means plunger is holded over is placed over upon the surface on which we are going to measure the compressive strength. So, now the object is pushed towards the test object. So, that means the load is applied, the impact load is applied. So, by means of some mechanical operation, the impact load is applied suddenly. So, whenever the load is applied, the plunger will hit the body and rebounds back. See, this is the body pushed downwards to test the object. So, the body is pushed to downwards, then the mass will be moved towards up. By means of some mechanical arrangement in the housing, we have done this. Once the hammer is released, the total mass at a time will hit the spring and the impact spring will push the plunger towards down. So, whatever the plunger will concrete will absorb the force generated, and rest of force was the rebounded by the scale. So, the rebounding of the hammer test is measured by means of this suitable scale. So, by means of this procedure I can easily determine the compressive strength of the body, compressive strength of the concrete structure. So, this is the procedure and working principle of rebound hammer test. So, this is also easily understood by means of it is used similar to the hardness test. So in our laboratories, we utilize the Rockwell hardness testing machine. So the working principle is more similar. We have placed the specimen and we have making some indentation by applying the load, and we have removed, whenever unloading the structure, the what is the quantity of the indentation that is rebounded, the difference is considered as the hardness of the material. Similarly, what is the rebounding index obtained? Based on this rebounding index, we can determine the compressive strength of the concrete or quality of the concrete. See the operation of the rebounding hammer test. The rebounding hammer test is also shown in figure. The plunger is rebound hammer is pressed against the structure of the concrete. A spring controlled mass with constant energy is made to hit the concrete surface to rebound back. The extent of rebound, which is measure of surface hardness, is measured by graduated scale, which is an integrated part of the rebounding hammer test instrument. So the measure value of the designated rebound number or rebounding index will indicate the strength of the compressive strength of the body or compressive strength of the concrete. Okay. So what is the main objective of this rebound hammer test is, so based on the we have to indicate the rebound index and compressive strength. These two are the major factors or objectives to determine using this rebound hammer test. One is the assessment of uniformity of the concrete. Next one is the assessment of the quality of the concrete based on standard specification. To relate one concrete element with other terms of the quality, So based on these are the main objectives of the rebound hammer test. So we are having some of the advantages and disadvantages also for the rebound hammer test. Let us discuss what is the advantages of rebound hammer test. Okay. So apparatus is very easy to use. Simply, it is a simple tube-like structure. We can easily carry to at any place, and we easily measure the. We can easily apply the testing procedure. Determines uniformity properties of the surface. So whether it is of a good quality or bad quality, it is of uniform or homogeneous structure or not, all those can be determined. The equipment used is very inexpensive. It is of very reasonable cost. Used for rehabilitation of old mementos. So here, whether the old monuments, that means old structures, of good quality or not, whether it is suitably withstand condition or not, all those we can easily estimate by using this rebound hammer test. Some of the disadvantages are also there for this rebound hammering test. So what are those disadvantages means? See, the disadvantages of rebound hammer test. The result obtained is based on a local point. See here, wherever we are placing the instrument and we are going to be test is going to be considered, at that particular point only we can determine the compressive strength. Whether the same compressive strength is carried by the throughout structure or not, that we cannot determine by using this rebound hammer test. So that is the one of the major disadvantage of this rebound hammer test method. So and next one is the test results are not directly related to strength and deformation properties of the surface. So based on this, we cannot identify directly what is the strength of the material. The probe and spring arrangement will require regular cleaning and maintenance. So whatever the internal arrangement we have done, that means whether it may be dead mass or plunger or spring or maybe some impact leads. So whatever it may be, we have to maintain it very regularly, because we are using in mostly concrete structures. So the more dust is to be carried. So if it does, more dust is positioned between the leaves of the springs, then the load which is applied will not distribute it perfectly. So we cannot measure the compressive strength produced is an exact or accurate strength. So that the frequent maintenance is required. Next one is flaws cannot be detected with accuracy. So what are internal failures cannot be detected by using this compressive strength testing, this compressive strength machine testing by using rebound hammer test procedure. Okay. So, this is about rebound hammer test or squid hammer test, so or hammer test. So, in the non-destructive testing procedure, we have discussed two methods. One is ultrasonic pulse velocity method and applications in concrete, and we have discussed another technique, rebound hammer test, and its applications, advantages and disadvantages of the rebound hammer test also. Okay. Thank you. In the coming classes, we are going to discuss one more experimental stress analysis technique, that is whole field technique. So, in the whole field technique also, we are going to mostly concentrate on photoelasticity principle. Thank you. We will continue in next class.